You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard 5s if need be tonight. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there.
Beautiful kick.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Leg kick is there. Oh, bleeding out, nasty cut on the bridge of her nose. Nicely done as she closes the distance to attain the single collar tie.
Clean punch. Those are big strikes.
Right on the button. Wow, is she maybe the best shot she's thrown tonight? Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
Well, her striking has been great tonight, rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you gotta think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This one looked like it was over. If she gets this opportunity again, she needs to go all out to try to finish the fight.
All right, so she landed the strike there. That's the good news. Bad news, though, it just didn't do much damage. Her cardio has really abandoned her at this stage of the fight. Well, she better not be too dismissive of this calf kick because I see some visible bruising now.
Well, the first one doesn't bother you, but then before you know it, all of a sudden you can barely walk. She needs to start checking right now. Good jab there by the champion. Oh, nice jab. What a kick. That one landed. Oh, nice.
Oh, huge connection by her there, DC. The seminal blow of this fight thus far.
Yeah, man, she landed a massive hook, and it has her opponent hurt bad.
Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike landed.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, things are getting interesting, folks. She is back to the stool, appears to be breathing okay, but a huge cut on the bridge of her nose.
Yeah, when you get cut there, it's hard to breathe. Your mouth starts to go open a little bit, but the blood becomes an issue. She was not locked in defensively, and that punch right there opened up the cut on the bridge of her nose.
Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
All right, so you see some welting now on the thigh a little bit as she continues to attack that area effectively.
It's a big part of the leg, so it takes a little longer to really start to see the effects of what you're doing. Right now, she's landing, but down the line, boy, she stays the course, it'll pay dividends.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, what a strike by her there. I knocked out her.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's see how it goes for her here tonight, especially early on in this fight when the emotions figure to be at their highest. She is trying to become a two-division UFC champion and the first woman to do so in UFC history. Absolutely remarkable what she's accomplished up to this point, but now the tasks get tougher. Let's see if she can beat the bigger woman here tonight. Oh, good jab to the body by Silva.
Oh, nice jab.
Nicely done with the kick by her there.
Body kick lands.
Leg kick got home by her there.
Another big body kick lands. Ooh, big shot lands.
Oh, nice jab by Silva. Just misses there with the left. 2 minutes have gone by here, round one. All right, so that body continues to get ripped up. The judges are looking for damage and damaging moments, and her body investment has been the narrative in this fight.
Early, you may not have been able to see how much of an effect this was taking on her, but now you see it. The game plan, everything's clear now. And we'll see her continue to do that as she tries to chase down the finish.
Well, she said in these situations she had to protect her head, and defensively she has done an outstanding job of it.
She could not do it any better up to this point.
Silva gets hit with a kick. And she lands a roundhouse kick now, DC. Pretty significant strike there.
A very significant strike, and you see her starting to take over the action.
Nice kick to the midsection. Good sequence of kicks there by Silva. Well, she seems to be moving okay, but her calf is starting to show some real damage.
But you can tell every time she gets hit in that spot, you see a big reaction. She's got to do something different.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Silva going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. 20 seconds left. Everything working off of her jab. Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. Entertaining scrap so far. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, so as this round gets underway, let's see if the high-level action continues. Both women had their moments in that previous round. Now we'll see if there's more aggression, and we'll see if one fighter can really take control. Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on. She landed that inside leg kick. Oh, roundhouse kick there. How about the connection over the top? She's wobbly now.
She's hurt very bad. She's on skates. She has to get moving. If she stays in front of her opponent, she's going to take one more. That's going to end the night. In the half guard. Oh, nice headlock.
That Darce is tight.
Really good Darce choke is locked in. Right now, take your time. Feed your hips. Get as close to your... Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, so she's able to work her way back to her feet now. Well, it looked like we were going to get a finish. She had her rocked pretty good, but she wasn't able to close the show.
She wasn't able to find the kill shot. She hurt her very badly. She was not able to find that one shot that would have finished the fight.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range.
Huge knee land.
And now some knees.
Fight back.
Oh, another knee. Real quick leg kick.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Now under a minute to go in the second round. Catches the kick there. We'll see what she can do with it. Huge shot fired right over the top. Her opponent in a world of trouble now.
Her opponent in a world of trouble. She landed that punch in the exact spot that she needed to.
Oh!
Huge shots going on right here.
Oh! I mean, how about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me? All right, heading back to the corner now, and Silva's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, that round is in the books. Let us show you the replays, including some of the strikes that led to what is a pretty significant cut on her forehead.
A pretty significant cut. She was on the wrong end of a lot of damage. She has got to move her head. But hats off to the opponent, knowing exactly what she needed to do, knowing exactly where and what strikes she should throw when she threw them to get the maximum amount of damage off on her opponent. That was a great round by her.
And certainly not the worst cut that we've ever seen, but one that bears watching as this fight continues. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action.
Oh, she just continues to land a high volume of strikes here, really just like she did in the previous round, and she does not seem to be slowing down at all. Well, without even looking at those stats bottom of your screen, you know that the most significant strike in this fight has been to the body. It has been there for her all night long. She knew coming into this fight that she didn't want to just headhunt, she didn't want to just leg kick. She had to attack the midsection, soften up her opponent. She has certainly done that here tonight.
Nice shot there by the champ. And everything's landing with so much power.
Just over 3 minutes. What a shot by her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick.
Ooh.
She's hurt bad. What a fight.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. Oh, she's looking to set up that head kick. No good. Oh, she landed to the... Oh, she is hurt for certain. Back to the feet.
Nice leg kick.
Oh! Front kick by Silva. Well, her stamina is low. Another miss with the strike there, and I got to imagine this is a really tough predicament to be in as a fight.
Yeah, very discouraging when you know what your heart and your mind is telling you to do, but your body just won't respond.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, she is as relentless as any striker on this roster, man or woman, eternally aggressive with her strikes. Got to be careful, of course, not to gas out, but so far so good for her here in this round.
Oh, nice.
Lands the kick to the body there. Oh, again, make the bad woman stop. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but these women will fight on. We nearly saw a knockout out of the red corner, then a near knockout out of the blue corner. Going to be interesting to see where this fight goes from here.
It was all happening so fast, John, that no one could have ever told me that we would be seeing another round. Tremendous heart on display in this fight.
All right, so a lot of strike absorption by her in that previous round. She got stunned on the feet, but survives to see another round. Talk us through the replay, man.
You look at the action here. They're going back and forth, and boom, there goes that.
You ready? You ready? Let's do it.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. I'm excited, man. 4th round is underway as we hit these championship rounds. Both of these women with a lot still left in the tank, or so it seems.
They did a great job of preparing themselves for
She's been sensing that weapon all night. She did not miss there.
She's been looking for it, and she finally got it. And now she's going to see if she can close the night.
Look for her to throw that overhand here again. Well, not just a high-output fight to this point, but a high-accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These 2 women.
Oh, she might be able to get her out of there now. Silva's head kick looked like that one was blocked. What an absolute war on a napkin in the center of the octagon. These women continue to stand and trade, and really both of them have landed at will all night.
They both have landed. Neither has shown the best defense, but it makes for a real fun fight. They're battered, they're bruised, they're cut, they're beat up. But we are looking at one of the best fights we have seen in a long time.
Just unable to quite find that range. Wow, how about that?
I mean, she's fighting a fantastic fight. Oh, she's got to start looking to finish here.
We might get a stoppage here soon.
Oh, nice. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Big ground and pound.
Man, how about her IQ to continue to target that cut, and now it's bleeding bad.
Oh, right into mount.
Lands with the ground and pound. And there she goes again, landed another strike on the ground. Nice uppercut by the champion. Oh, huge right hand! So she hit and that's about as big a body shot as you'll see, DC. Let's see if she can close the show here.
She landed that strike perfect. She was looking for it, and she found the moment where it landed.
Oh, that is it!
Holy smokes!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's see how it goes for her here tonight, especially early on in this fight when the emotions figure to be at their highest. She is trying to become a 2-division UFC champion and the first woman to do so in UFC history. Absolutely remarkable what she's accomplished up to this point, but now the tasks get tougher. Let's see if she can beat the bigger woman here tonight. Man, her kick to the body there was a beaut. Oh, well, why get away from it? Another huge kick lands. Continuing to invest in the body. Nice kick.
Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Lands a nice jab there.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
And she continues to circle towards her right. Oh, man, another nice leg kick is there. Sniffed that one out as she blocks the kick. Well, she continues to land to the body, attacking those organs, right? Not a lot of protection there, and you're seeing some visible damage now on the other side.
Visible damage. She's done a tremendous job understanding and recognizing where the weakness was, and she has exploited that, and she's going to continue as she tries to get her hand raised.
Under 2 minutes to go here in round one. Man, that thigh is starting to show some signs of bruising. She's almost smirking about it, right? But
yeah,
got to address it.
You can't laugh at it now. You can't laugh it off. You've got to do a better job of addressing it and deter your opponent from going back to the well. Because otherwise, it'll just get worse and worse.
Well, eventually she will turn this defense into offense, but she seems to see these strikes coming from a mile away.
She sees them a mile away, and the hands are exactly where they're supposed to be, right on the chin.
Nice kick there by Silva.
Great volume, and a beautiful combo lands up top.
Oh, nice jab there by Silva. Oh, combination striking at its best. Another great sequence out of her there.
She is just throwing everything with so much confidence. Every time she throws, she believes that she is going to land, and to this point, she has done just that.
Round two straight ahead. All right, so that round is in the books. Silva's got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding.
You need speed here. You're faster than she is.
All right, well, she seems focused on the stool, but the cut man has his work cut out for him. Huge strikes causing that cut above the eye.
Some nasty strikes landed to cause that nasty cut over the top of her eye. She has been on the receiving end of some big shots, and ultimately she's paying for it because now she's dealing with the blood going into her eyes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two on the way. All right, here we go with our next round. Two of the best women in this division. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
You got to make a decision.
Whoa!
Oh, my goodness.
Huge shot by her there. Probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Oh, big left hand! Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially wrap.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her before. She's going to have to close the door if she gets her hurt again.
Well, this is surprising to see her continue to stand and trade. She talked to us about the wrestling maintenance. Why not use it? Oh, she throws it right, and she did not miss there. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she stands. Oh, my goodness.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, beautiful hook for her there. Well, this is surprising to me. I mean, I'm no expert, Daniel, but her wrestling is so good, and yet she hasn't attempted a single takedown tonight.
It limits her approach. It limits everything that she can do. She's such a good wrestler that it generally will set up the strikes. It will generally set up everything that she wants inside the octagon. But right now, she's a one-dimensional fighter. When you take away that best skill, she's not as dangerous.
Left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there. Back and forth we go. Man, these kicks by her are just solid, and she is showing no signs of slowing down.
No signs of slowing down. She can throw as many kicks as her opponent will allow her to.
Just misses with the right. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one. 30 seconds to go in the round. Swing and a miss with that punch by Silva. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
All right, so there's the horn, and this crowd is going bananas. Near knockouts by both women in that previous round. We'll see if they can get the breathing pattern down there in between rounds.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to bring the heart rate down when you're that excited. Both of them had finishing opportunities. It's very exciting. It's very stimulating, but you got to slow everything down before you go back to the next round. 3 deep breaths. Now let's go.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by Silva. Well, how impressive is this young woman? High volume of strikes in the front. Oh, is that a huge strike right there, DC?
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase it down. Get another one off to finish the fight.
Just missing on the high kick there. Oh, that's a big hook to the chin. Shot is blocked. Oh!
Huge shots going on right here.
She continues to circle towards the left. Nice straight punch for her there. Under 3 minutes to go in our 3rd round. Just unable to quite find that range.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it, really lighten her up now.
What a great block. She's really on point tonight.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
It's work.
All right, so now we see some bruising on that calf on the lead leg, DC.
Well, she talked about it in the fighter meeting. She goes, we are going to beat her lead leg up. She's found a lot of success doing that to this point.
Heavy kick downstairs.
Another big body kick land. Once you take that many kicks, it doesn't matter if they're hard or not. Those are a lot of kicks. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now.
Another body kick land.
Silva gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab.
Big body kick.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
We're probably tied going in this next round. I mean, you really have to get deep, pull it out of here. She thinks she's better than you. You gotta go out.
All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, and we've got more fighting. It looked like maybe we'd get a finish there after she landed upstairs.
Well, she was excited. She thought it was done. How does she reshift? How does she get herself back in the moment to try to repeat what she just did, but also top it and actually get the finish?
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
All right, so she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Nice punch to the head.
She's going back to that patented straight right hand, unable to connect. Just over 3 minutes to go now. All right, there it is. She lands the calf kick yet again, and I'm not sure her opponent's going to be able to stand up too much longer.
Won't be many more, John. It won't take much more in order to get this fight finished. She has got to check, but she needed to check 20 of them ago.
Yeah.
Right now, it's too late. What a beautiful leg kick that landed there. Doing a really good job of throwing those leg kicks.
Right back on those leg kicks.
Great punch.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Huge connection by her there.
Lower the curtain. Bring the cast out. Bring the caster through. Take a bow. The night's over.
Well, she felt like the uppercut was going to be there. It has absolutely been there. No reason to think she won't get back to it here.
No, she's going to go back to that position. She has to. She can go from the clinch. She can do it off of her combinations. She just has a variety of ways of landing that punch.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by Silva. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Man, her thigh is like a new shade of purple right now, almost magenta. That's going to be a dead leg before long.
She's taking too many. She's taking too many leg kicks. She's going to have to do something to try and change it. Maybe a stance switch or something will help her stay in this fight.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
What a fight so far.
Nice work last round. Wow, that was impressive. Keep throwing those leg kicks. Look at her leg right now. You see how bruised it is?
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fifth and final round. Well, she's thrown tonight for opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job.
Out there.